Now we're going to talk you through how to replace an existing sprinkler with a new one. Now we're going to remove the turf around the sprinkler so that we can get the old one off. Now that we've removed the turf, we're going to dig around the sprinkler, but first we're going to make sure that we're careful when we're digging around because we don't want to interrupt any of the wires or anything there. Now that we've dug out the sprinkler and we've got the cables to one side, first thing we need to check is make sure that the system's depressurized, and then we can screw off the sprinkler. So we're going to isolate the pump station. Then we'll open the drain valve to kill the pressure in the system. And as we can see, reading 0 bar in the system. And now we're going to isolate the tanks so that they don't drain themselves down via gravity. Now we're going to cut away the decoder so we can keep the wiring out of the way and screw off the sprinkler. Twist off the sprinkler, be careful, some might be pressurised still slightly, just at where it's connected. We'll remove the top elbow, give it a clean. Remove the old PTFE. And what you'll find now with most modern sprinklers is they'll come with an Acme threading, and most previously used was a BSP one. So what you'll need is an adapter to go from BSP to Acme, which is what we have here. All right. I'm going to PTFE up the old BSP threads. You only need about 20 wraps. Push it on so that it gets into all the threads, and then we'll put on the adapter. Just hand tight for now. We can get it back on the head. As you can see, we're back on now with the threaded adapter, and then we don't need any PTFE on the top part of the adapter because the Acme fitting is sealed by an O-ring. You just twist him on, and it only has to be hand tight. So we'll line it up to wherever we want to get it to. And there we go. Sits in nicely. So now we're going to strip the cables and wire the decoder to the sprinkler. And just twist the two together so we get a good connection. Both wires. And then pop on some grease-proof connectors that are suitable for direct burial. Like so. Now we can set the sprinkler to the height we want and start backfilling with the material that we dug out. Make sure cables are nicely tucked behind the sprinkler in case someone comes back out to dig them out in the future. Make sure you just do backfilling layer by layer and make sure you get it nicely compacted in there. And make sure the cables are not under any tension when it's backfilling. Now when the turf's back on, we'll dry arc the sprinkler so that we can set it where we want it to start and stop. Just take the clip out, take the riser out, drop him down, and then we give a check of what the arc's on at the minute. It's on a little bit more than 180 degrees over there, so we bring it back to the start and adjust it on the collar. Once we're happy that we've got 180 degrees, we can pop it back in. Now we can reopen the tank so that we can now pressurize the system. So now we manually operate the pump so that we can pressurize the system. Now that we've repressurized the system, we can test the sprinkler and make sure it's working correctly.